The 5-minute load test is starting right now. It's on. And the Kodiak is reading 12.74 with 200 watts off the roof. That's how much energy is putting it. And I have to turn it on. So I used 26 seconds not turning it on. So, but now the test is on. I should have turned it right on right away. But we'll add an extra 26 seconds. So, under load, you saw what the voltage was before. The voltage is now 10.89, okay? And we're at 110 amps, and we're at 1,200 watts. So it's changing, okay? So that's what it is. And the higher the voltage, the lower the amps. And the stove is just sizzling away. Okay, so we're down to one green light under load, and we could watch the voltage, and we could see the current. So it's oh, it went off. The stove went off because the elements got too hot. So it's protecting itself, which is good. So it's back on. I moved the stove, you may have heard me, and I guess I cooled it quick enough, so it's back on. Now it's off. So it's saying that we'll continue with just load it now, because it wants to just load up. So the volt is 10.78 and the amp is 110. Now I disconnected the watch. At this time it's not disconnected for very long. So we still have one green light and we're at 10.8. Now we have 4 green light because it's disconnected. I think the period of disconnection will get longer and longer as we go on. So 10.85, 10.83, 110 amps, which is a lot of 110 amps is a lot of power for a 100 amp hour battery. I mean, if it didn't click on and off to protect the element in the stove, we drain it in no time. But this is real life. This is what it means to have a stove that's rated pretty close to the Kodiak. But the Kodiak can handle it. The Kodiak isn't having any problem. So if you notice the four green lights, if you notice that just to the left of the green light, the other light is trying to come on, but it can't. But so it's saying under load we're down to 10.90, 109 amps. So for the small period that the stove is deactivated while the element is cooling down, the Kodiak is putting a lot of strength into the battery. So the Kodiak is rushing current out to satisfy the needs of the stove, and then it's rushing currents in to meet the needs of the battery from the solar panels. And the Kodiak just came on, if you could hear it. And I'll just lower it. That's that noisy Kodiak. I like it. I mean, even when I sleep, I like it. Because I know what it's doing. And so the Kodiak is really beginning to heat up. Which it's supposed to. I mean, that thing is putting out a 1,200 watts. That's a lot of energy to put out. And one of my heaters is 750. The other one is 1,000. So I was wondering if I could use this plate as one of my heaters. I'll have to think about it. I was really thinking about it. Maybe I could use the heaters. Is a heating element to heat up the vent in the winter time. Although I like the fans blowing on me, but I don't know. I don't blow the actual heater fan at me. I blow it in my direction, but never hitting me. So we are 6 minutes into the test. Now, you know, I've been running it for about 7 minutes, but today I'll have to run it for 7 minutes, 26 seconds because I ran it longer. And the main purpose is that you guys can see the difference in voltage on the load. Okay, 11 volts. So it is getting kind of stronger. Let's see again, it's on the load. 11.02. And it's pushing just less than 1,200 watts and 108 amps. So the Kodiak is holding up really, really well at 200 watts. Now, I think you guys know I'll continue cooking the meal because I'm making a meal to eat. But I'm doing a 5-minute test, load bank test with this time it's going to go to 726. I've been getting a little longer and a little longer. So we are now at 726. I'm going to let it click. Here's the load, the 107, 1101, and test. The 5-minute test is over.